Alex Carter clutched the eviction notice in his trembling hands, his Hollywood dream crumbling like the paper in his grip. Rain poured down as he limped toward his rusted-out motorcycle, the same one that had nearly cost him his life. He had sacrificed everything for a career as a stuntman, only to be left broken, forgotten, and drowning in debt. As he reached for his keys, a voice interrupted him. "You all right, man?" Alex looked up and froze. Keanu Reeves stood before him, his gaze calm yet piercing. Alex had spent 10 years fighting for a place in the industry. But after a brutal accident on set shattered his leg, the calls stopped coming. No one wanted a stuntman with a limp. He burned through his savings trying to stay afloat, but now even his landlord had lost patience. With no family to turn to and friends who had long abandoned him, he had only one choice left: sell his motorcycle, his last connection to the life he loved. That night, as he sat alone outside the studio where he worked as a stand-in, he replayed his failures. He had given Hollywood his soul, and in return, it had spat him out. The world had moved on without him. Keanu didn't say much. He never needed to. He simply pulled out a key from his pocket and placed it on the table between them. "Take it," he said. Alex frowned. "What is this?" Keanu smiled. "A bike. She needs some work, but she's got fight left in her." Alex's breath caught. He shook his head. "I can't accept this." "You can," Keanu said, "and when you're ready, you'll ride again." Before Alex could protest, Keanu gave him a knowing nod and walked away, leaving the key behind. It wasn't just a motorcycle. It was a message. Someone still believed in him. At first, Alex didn't touch the bike. He was too lost in self-doubt. But something about that key, it kept calling him back. One day, he wheeled the old machine into his garage. Fixing it became his therapy. With each part he restored, he felt a piece of himself returning. His body healed, his determination reignited. And then, one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, he did something he hadn't done in years. He rode. The engine roared beneath him, and for the first time in a long time, he felt alive. That single act of kindness had given him something no paycheck or job offer ever could: hope. Over the next year, Alex rebuilt more than just the motorcycle. He rebuilt his career. Word spread that he was back, stronger than before. Soon, stunt coordinators were calling. His scars weren't a weakness. They were proof of his resilience. 5 years later, Alex stood on a film set, not as a stand-in, but as the lead stunt coordinator for a blockbuster action movie. The main star? Keanu Reeves. As Keanu arrived for training, he spotted Alex instantly. "So," Keanu smirked, "did you fix her up?" Alex grinned. "She runs like a dream." Keanu chuckled. "Good. Now let's see if you can keep up with me." Engines roared as they raced side by side, the past dissolving into the wind. That night, as Alex locked up his stunt equipment, he noticed a familiar figure leaning against a bike in the shadows. "Keanu." "You know," Keanu mused, tossing Alex a new key. "I figured you might need another one." Alex caught it, his heart pounding. "What's this?" Keanu smirked. "A new ride, just in case you ever feel like paying it forward." Alex stared at the key, a flood of emotions washing over him. Years ago, one simple act had saved him. And now it was his turn, because sometimes the smallest gestures create the biggest ripples.